Freeze time. Make sure the mic on. Yeah, we good. So this is my first time doing a. This is not my first time doing a Madden connected franchise, but me and a few of my homies, we did a franchise fantasy draft. I ended up picking the Dolphins because I like their colors, and you know, I figured I'll go ahead and stream it for y'all. This is gonna be episode 1, although we are in game. This is week 8 in the franchise, so this is season 2 as well. So yeah, I'm kind of late. I'm in the middle of the season. It is what it is. Y'all can follow it from here on. So this is week 8, but this is episode 1, and I'm developing a new quarterback that I got out the draft this past year. His name is Khalil Tate. You can take a look at him. Here he is. You know, put a visor on him, put the gold Nike cleats on him. So yeah, so go ahead and see what we got going on here. This episode 1, Khalil Tate. You see my quarterbacks are trash. I used to have Drew Brees, but yeah, he gone, retired. We got Tyreek Hill, Deshaun Jackson, Pierre Garçon. This white boy right here, Trent Taylor, he a beast. Who else we got? At running back, we got Gurley. This guy, Pumphrey Jr., his speed of 91. I put McKenzie, he's my starting tight end, but Jimmy Graham. So as you can see, it's kind of his team is real iffy, especially on the offensive line and defense. But you know, just had y'all in here. Just wanted to do this little episode 1, see how it turned out. Let me see. I got weekly training. I play against the Broncos. I hope the Broncos isn't a user team. I don't think so. I'm gonna sim this. Oops. Play this full game. Turn the music off just because didn't want to get any copyright infringement. But let's get it. So we got episode 1. Don't mind my PlayStation. I know y'all hear it. Got the fans going crazy.
It's Gurley power. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call.
Hard Rock Stadium. Let's go.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Booting that thing, you already know.
Let's go! At 50 seconds. 180! 11 feet! 1 second!
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Pretty much this.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 1, Luck going
Give me that.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. This safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Legal man downfield. Oh, no,
so they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Operating from the gun.
Come on, man. They was holding him.
Slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Sheds a 2nd man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Hall of Fame.
He'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 44.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They run. It's Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st down, Tate. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains.
Damn, I was fucked up. I'm tripping.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
Let's see if we want to give it to him.
To force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try to find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week.
Gurley running.
19 carries, 82 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best.
This shit is about
Make them
Khalil.
adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they do any type of change-up.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him. That excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Love.
Give me that. Oh, they cheating me.
And some space here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Running, it's Drake. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. On 1st and goal, Drake. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Oh, Lord.
First carry for James Conner. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Love.
Oh, I'm tripping.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st and 10, Tate
Wow.
will be brought down by the Broncos. It's a
Boy can't
sack.
get the ball off for nothing.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an
About to
all-out
lose
rush
his
like
X
that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too
Damn.
much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
Try not to throw no interceptions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Tate. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Tate, he's going to dump it off to Gurley.
Come on, man.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all.
Wow.
Double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Oh, my God.
The 29.
Oh, my God.
See parts, and there he
Computer
goes.
is bullshit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is why I hate playing the computer, man. This shit is just crazy.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. 2nd down and inches. Flushed out right. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys at first.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall?
Damn.
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Wow.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Tate. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Check out. Mike, check. 59. Let's go. Check 59, Mike.
Throwing on third and long. Tate, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it.
Matter of fact, let me make some changes real quick.
Past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Throwing again. Tate. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Let's go. Oh, come on, sideline.
On 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
On. Woo-hoo. I'm running the same play on these niggas.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They come out here in the eye. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Watch it 4th down be any different. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Let's go, baby.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Check out. 3, 9 man. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
They start with a give to counter. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's get it.
From the 31, Luck. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll try and run forward with counter. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. Here's counter. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Terrible game.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes
oh my God. Come on, drop the fucking ball, man.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On the draw, counter. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Computer doing the dirty, cuz.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Tate. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Tate dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Tate step.
Damn, how y'all ain't blocked this fool?
Down. Randy Gregory able to get him for a loss of about 3. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Definitely need better protection.
To throw on 3rd down. Tate flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
I can't get shit.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 4th down, Tate, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Again, it's Connor. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And going deep for Hill.
Damn, bro. This nigga Hill can't even get to the motherfucker.
Picked off Byron Jones. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Brings up second and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a third down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So the Dolphins now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Come on, man.
Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Tate.
Damn.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Wow.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Again, it'll be counter. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Tragic.
So for Denver, the win move.
Tragic. Well, at least you got some development. Put this on. Get these boys ready to get traded. Well, let's get you up out the yellow. Dang, still in the yellow to 75. It's terrible. What is this guy? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and advance the week. Wait on the commissioner. And yeah, as you can see, we are 0-7. 0-7, man. It's real crazy. We're gonna keep on playing though, because I'm trying to get somebody good out the draft. I might go ahead and just tank the whole year and just see what I can get next year. Or I might retire from this team and give me a new team. I'm tired of these bums. But either way it go, tune in tomorrow because we're going to have another game against who we play. Kansas City. So I'm out.